Yes then YouTube, a personal favourite formation of mine, which I do say with this formation every time I drop a video on it, has been for many a year, ever since a huge Gorilla or Spencer Ealing, whichever you know him as, Gorilla my boy, made it popular on FIFA 16, the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow. I've loved it ever since then. But before we get into the tactics, drop a like on today's video for me. Let's smash 100 likes. And hit that subscribe button to my channel, please. We are close to 30k. So if all of you that watch my videos can do that, that would mean the world to me. It's free to do so, remember. Hit that subscribe button. So, this is how I set my team up in the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow on my road to glory. Lewandowski and Kane up front. St. Max is the cam. Odegaard, Saka as... Oh, no, it should be the other way around. Odegaard and Saka as the left centre mid and the right centre mid. And then, of course, Modric as the CDM. Now, the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow is elite going forward anyway. It is a unbelievable formation going forward. Always has been, always will be. So, the key thing to look at with the custom tactics of the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow is getting it right defensively. So, because of that, I do play balanced. I don't play press after possession loss, pressure on every touch or anything like that. If I'm honest with you, YouTube, I just don't really like it. Press after possession loss drains your stamina like you wouldn't believe, so I just avoid it. And pressure on every touch is too random. 1 minute it presses, the next minute it doesn't. So because of that, stay well away. So balanced is the way to go. For your cheapest and most reliable place to buy your FIFA 23 Ultimate Team coins, please do check out mmoexp.com. Link is down in the description below. Use code WOLF at a checkout for 5% off your order. The defensive width, YouTube, remember, it's an elite formation going forward. It's all about getting it right at the back. So because of that, 35 on the width. I want my left back and my left centre back tucked right in. I want my right back right next to my right centre back. I want my CDM on top of my back four. I want this formation to be so solid defensively, my opponent doesn't know what to do. Because as soon as we get the ball, you know we're going to score. 4-1-2-1-2 narrow is all about going forward. It is an elite formation going forward, like I've said. It's so good. Get it right defensively. You will win way more games than you'll lose. Simple as that. So 35 on the width, 55 on the depth, YouTube. Like I just said, I normally play like anywhere between 55 and 60, really. Sometimes I'll use 60, depending on the formation. Like on a 4-2-3-1, a 4-2-2-2, I'll use 60. On a formation that I know is not the best defensively, I'll then lower that defensive depth because I know that if we go too high, we're just going to get caught out in the narrow. So 55, we are a little more aggressive, you know, than the bog standard 50 preset, but we're not way pushing forward like we would normally be on the 60. I really like the balanced 35-55 combo on the narrow. I really like that. It's working for me. So you know the vibes. Of course, YouTube, you guessed it, balanced and direct passing. But, and there is a but, if you are an old gen, I recommend long ball and balanced. I've been playing a lot of old gen over the last couple of days. Long ball and balanced for me on old gen, which is of course PS4 or Xbox One. I think that's the best on old gen, I really do. If you use anything different, by the way, let me know in the comment section because you know I do reply to all my comments. But long ball and balanced, definitely the vibe to go on old gen. But on new gen, which is PS5 and Xbox Series X or S, balanced and direct passing, your bread and butter. The offensive width, YouTube, is actually going to be 45. So even though it is narrow, I make it even more narrow. I want my cam on my two strikers very close together. I want my left centre mid very close to my cam. I want my right centre mid very close to my cam. I want them all nice and compact because even though you might think it's an offensive move, it also helps out defensively, having the formation on a bit of a more narrow preset going forward. Because then when your opponent gets the ball and tries to counter, your players are more closer together. You know, there is method to my madness, YouTube. I don't just make up these custom tactics and bring the video out. A lot of effort actually really does go into it. Probably why they're so successful, because I don't lie in my videos. Probably why. I know some people do. I don't. Players in the box is going to be 7. I've really gone back to 7. You'll see in the last couple of videos that I'm using 7 on players in the box. I'm liking it. I used 7 for most of the year until about a couple of months ago. And then I've gone to 6. I'm now back on 7. I don't really think it makes much difference at all, really, 6 or 7. So if you do struggle defensively, maybe put it on 6. Like, maybe. It won't make any difference, in my opinion. But it might help you out. You never know. But I play 7. 2 corners and 2 free kicks to stop the counter-attacks. So, custom tactics done. Team setup done. Player instructions. This is your absolute bread and butter, YouTube. Remember, this is your bread and butter. So, stay central and getting behind on your 2 strikers. I want my strikers in between the width of the post, making it quite a narrow formation. I want them to get in behind because even if we don't play the ball to the strikers, which sometimes I will, especially if you've got 2 lengthy strikers like I have in Lewandowski and Kane, it does then leave a big gap for my cam to operate in. In my opinion, by the way, YouTube, in the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow, the cam is the most important part. in my opinion. He is the most important player. He is your Messi. He is your Neymar. He is your Bruno Fernandes at Man United. Absolute rat. He is my Jacob Ramsey at Villa. Villa. Super Unai Emery European Tour. He is the man. He needs to be good. So make sure your cam, if you're using a 4-1-2-1-2 narrow, is good. And because of that, stay forward and get into the box for cross. So I have my cam on stay forward. You will see a lot of people having the cam on come back on defence. I don't actually like that too much sometimes. But, and there is a but, if you struggle defensively, put him on comeback. It will then mean that you defend in a 4-4-2 rather than the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow. So St. Max will either go to right mid or left mid. And then the midfield two will be like the left centre mid in the CDM. And then the right mid will be the right centre mid. But I don't want that. I want the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow to be the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow. So stay forward and get into the box for cross. My left centre mid is just on cover centre. That is it. So he is on balanced attack and balanced crossing runs. And that is exactly the same as my right centre mid. So my right centre mid and my left centre mid will get forward a little bit. They won't be too young, won't be too YOLO like they are sometimes, but they will push forward and help out in the attacking side of the game. If you're struggling to create opportunities, put one of them on get into the box for cross, you know, and get forward. I don't know, maybe it's your Odegaard. Whichever one you find the more attacking, put that one on get forward and get into the box for cross. It will help out. Your CDM, of course, is just used as a CDM in a 4-1-2-1-2 narrow, so stay back while attacking and cover centre on that CDM. This is where you need to use a little bit of your own initiative, YouTube. I use my right back and my left back for the width in the narrow. So both of them are on balanced attack and overlap. So they will make the forwards, they will make the runs forward, up, right up. They will push right up. They won't be too far up like they would be on during the attack, but they will attack. If you struggle defensively, put one or both on stay back while attacking. But if you have both of them on stay back while attacking, be prepared that you won't have any width at all. So just remember that. So if you have both of them on stay back while attacking, be prepared that, of course, both of them won't get forward at all. So you'll struggle a little bit with the width. But just remember that, because you never know. And then last but not least, my goalkeeper is on comes for crosses and sweeper keeper. And that right there is my updated 4-1-2-1-2 narrow custom tactics video for you guys. If you did enjoy this video, please drop a like on the video for me. Drop a comment down below. And please, YouTube, hit that subscribe button to my channel. Everyone needs to do it. If everyone does it, we'll hit 30,000 in no time. Thank you for watching. Remember, spread the love and positivity. PMA, positive male attitude. Peace out. One love.